Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. How are you all? I hope you all are doing great and learning English perfectly. I welcome all of you to this channel Everyday English with Amna. My name is Amna and I am an English language instructor. Today I'm going to share a complete video of IELTS speaking test but with analysis and simple techniques how you can increase your score. If you know that the exam requirement and the examiner requirement, then you can easily boost your score. As you know that the IELTS speaking test has 3 parts and each part is significant as it starts from introduction to 2 minutes speech, then end it with follow-up questions. So it is really important to know the assessment criteria that where I'm lacking behind. प्रॉपरली अगर आपको पता है कि क्या असेसमेंट क्राइटेरिया एग्ज़ाम के जो मार्क्स हैं वो किस बेस पे आएंगे, सो इट गोना बी वेरी इजी फॉर यू दैट यू विल वर्क ऑन सच वीक पॉइंट्स. So you will be assessed by your fluency, that how fluently you are speaking, your vocabulary, definitely topic related vocabulary you need to use, and your grammatical range, that how you are switching from one tense to another tense, and correct pronunciation, that is really important. And this test is recorded and it takes almost 15 minutes. So today you will see the complete interview with analysis, that how you can improve your answers more effectively and you can improve your answers as well. Now let's get started. But before starting the video, do subscribe my channel as well. भूल नहीं जाना बिल्कुल भी, subscribe करें, like भी करें if you like my content, and you can also share with your friends, no problem. Now let's see the video.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
My name's Jeanette Lindsay Clark. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Yun Sun Ho.
And what shall I call you?
You can call me by Haley.
And can you tell me where you're from?
I'm from South Korea.
And can I see your identification, please? Thank you. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
I'm a student.
And what do you study?
I study Spanish in my university.
And why did you choose this subject?
Since I was a child, I always loved learning languages. And before I chose my major, and I wanted to learn something else apart from English.
And what do you...
As we know that in part 1 most of the questions are about yourself, और अगर हम आंसर्स प्रिपेयर भी करते हैं तो क्वेश्चंस में कहाँ जाके फंस जाते हैं, वाई के क्वेश्चंस में. जब एग्जामिनर पूछता है वाई डिड यू चूज़ दिस प्रोफेशन और दिस सब्जेक्ट, जब पार्ट 1 में ही प्रॉपरली हम आंसर नहीं दे पाते तो एकदम से पूरा कॉन्फिडेंस लूज हो जाता है. तो अगर इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस आते हैं वाई डिड यू चूज़ दिस सब्जेक्ट और प्रोफेशन, इफ़ यू सेड दैट यू आर वर्किंग, इट मीन्स दैट एग्जामिनर वांट्स टू नो हाउ मच इम्पॉर्टेंट दैट सब्जेक्ट और डिग्री और प्रोफेशन इज़ फॉर यू. Here you just need to talk about the importance. Use expression of degrees, use adjectives to express the importance, and I always recommend you to be positive in your responses. That is really important. So you can start with I choose art or any subject you are studying or any profession. I choose to be a doctor because यहाँ पे आपने उसके reasons बता देने, उसका responses को positively आपने express करना है कि that this profession or this study area is exceedingly important in life, especially today. उसके बाद आप उसको रिलेट कर सकते हो. These days people spend most of their lives worrying about studying or working, but if you love what you want to do or study, so it will help you to unwind and calm down, and you will grow in your career as well. So you can add more relevant examples. I mean, if you are a doctor or an artist, you can add relevant examples that how much this profession or these subjects are important these days. So this is how you can handle the why question.
And what do you hope to do when you finish your studies?
Actually, it was not about my career in the future, but I was just, I wanted to learn and use it in the country which is where the languages are spoken.
Right.
Next we have what do you want, hope to do in the future. This is really important question, and most of the time in the part 1 examiner will ask what do you want and hope to do in the future. It means that after completing your study or if you want to switch your profession in the future. इस क्वेश्चन का मतलब है कि आप अपने आप को फ्यूचर में कहाँ देखते हो, Do you hope to do the same job in the future? अगर job से related है या study से related है? So you can start like, I would like to be a really successful businesswoman, or I would like to achieve this ambition because it would be so rewarding. I mean, use would and hope in your sentences, and use future phrases that I would like to achieve, or you can use also first conditional accurately, like if and I will. That is really important. If I work really hard and save up enough money, I will go to Europe and get a master's degree. So how you can answer such type of question? What do you want or hope to do when you finish your studies? What I really hope to do is work for an NGO here in like any city you can mention. I would like to find a purpose in life. I don't want to just worry about success and making money like a lot of people nowadays. I think it would be so rewarding and challenging to work as a volunteer. If I work really hard and save up some money, then I will go to Europe and get a master's degree. So, if you know that you need to use the future sentence, I would like, and you can use first conditional accurately, so you can easily construct your answer.
What kinds of emails do you receive about your work or studies?
Email. Actually, I don't use email, so I have no idea how I can answer that question.
Okay. So do you
अच्छा, जब इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस रहते हैं ना, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ, तो स्पेसिफिकली वो पूछ रहे हैं किस किस्म के आपको ईमेल्स आते हैं, वर्क से रिलेटेड या स्टडी से रिलेटेड. और अगर हमारे पास उस चीज़ के लिए कोई आइडिया नहीं है या हमें पता नहीं हाउ टू आंसर सच टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, इफ़ यू डोंट हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ आइडिया, नेवर से आई डोंट नो. दिस इज़ रियली रियली इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड डेफिनेटली आपका स्कोर बहुत लो करेगा इफ़ यू से. Because it is not all about the truth or false. It's all about that how you can brainstorm different types of ideas and how you can accurately construct your ideas in your mind and then can speak perfectly. That's important. That's the need to know. So you can say I receive lots of emails on a daily basis, mainly about scholarships, because they are asking you about what kind of. So that it's really important to emphasize what kind. So mainly about scholarship or study or courses related. Most of the time I cannot read all these because many are unrelated or promotional and my inbox is full.
Do you prefer email, phone or text your friends?
Email, phone.
Do you prefer to email, phone or text your friends?
I prefer to text my friends because I think in my generation in Korea, we don't really use emails. And I can call my friends, but sometimes they are busy while I am free. So if I just text a message to them, they can check whenever they are free. So, yeah.
So next we have, what do you prefer? This is really important question, and examiner definitely ask you this type of questions in part 1. Do you prefer writing letters or sending emails, or do you prefer talking on the phone or chatting online? So this is really important to know how to answer such types of questions, because in these questions you should talk about your preference, that what do you prefer, chatting or sending emails. So you have to elaborate your answer perfectly, state which one you prefer, and then you can compare in order to elaborate your answer, and then give reasons and examples in order to explain why. So you can answer like that. Generally speaking, I prefer texting or chatting online, because I find that chatting online can be more sociable, as you can speak to more than one person at the same time. You can send messages like one person or two person at the same time. Also, chatting online is often much more fun because you can send smileys, photos, and even videos. So here you can elaborate your answers with examples.
So do you reply to messages as soon as you receive them?
Not really.
Why not?
I don't know. I think I'm the kind of person who live this moment, I don't really pay attention to the people who are away from me, especially when I'm abroad like this. I don't really keep in touch with Korean friends, which might be disappointing for them.
Are you happy to receive messages that are advertising things?
Oh, I'm sorry, could you?
Are you happy to receive messages that are advertising things?
Not really, but sometimes they advertise what I need. Then I can easily choose what to buy. but most of the time I feel irritated by it because sometimes it's too much, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about cars and driving. How often do you travel by car?
I got my license last year, and after I got my license, I have never driven. Yeah, so I don't really drive.
Next, we have how often question. How often do you do this and how often do you read books? Such type of questions. For such types of questions, examiner is particularly looking for how frequently do you do that activity. So it is really important to highlight the frequency accurately. So use never, don't, always, once in a while. Use to such types of phrases or sentences in order to construct your answers. So if you are positive about, you can say, to be honest, I'm always driving. I have to travel a lot because I need to attend my classes. So it is really convenient for me to have a car so I can easily commute from one place to another. So you can add more information accordingly.
And who in your family drives the most?
Both of my mom and dad, they drive a lot because their job is real estate agent. So they have to take the client to show the buildings or properties. So they drive a lot.
What kind of car would you like to own one day?
I'm not sure. Actually, I prefer to to use public transport, but if I can afford it for in the future someday, I just want a car which is safe, and I prefer black.
Okay,
That's
thank
all.
you. Okay, now in this next part, I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay.
Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say and you can make some notes if you wish.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so here's some paper and a pencil.
Thank you.
And here's your topic. Please don't write on the booklet.
Okay.
Describe a hotel that you know. Right. Remember, you just have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you.
Okay.
I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
I remember one hotel when I traveled to Thailand with a friend of mine. We booked a hotel, and when we got there, we were really surprised and very happy because it looked very hygienic. And there was a gorgeous swimming pool inside, and all the staff there was so kind that we really felt comfortable being there, staying there. And every room is soundproofed, so we can have a good night's sleep there. We could have a good night's sleep. And when I choose a hotel, the hygiene is one of the most important thing to me. So if it's insanitary, then it really puts me off. But this hotel was really clean, and I really loved it.
Can you tell me anything more about it?
And also, this hotel was located very near to city center. So there were supermarkets and restaurants and souvenir shops around the hotel, which was really advantage, I think.
Okay. And do you like staying in hotels?
When I'm on holiday?
Or just generally, do you like staying in
Oh,
hotels?
yes, absolutely. Because it feels like I'm just away from everything, you know, away from some things that I have to do in my life, and I feel like I can really relax there.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, can I take back the booklet and the paper and the pencil? Thank you very much.
So as we know that part 2 is about 2-minute long speech or a monologue. So it may be about person, place, object or past events. So if examiner is asking you to describe some place, so how you can construct your answer. So when you are describing a place, so you can start that what it is and where it is. Then you can talk about how it looks like. Firstly, you are talking about the location and then how it looks like, and then the purpose of it. You need to understand the steps of your answers, and then lastly you can talk about why it is special and how you feel about it. So this is the steps answer order in order to construct your long speech for 2 minutes. इसमें आपको प्रपोजिशन यूज़ करने हैं क्योंकि आप प्लेस डिस्क्राइब कर रहे हो, होटल के बारे में अगर बता रहे हो, सो आपको इसमें प्रपोजिशन यूज़ करना है लोकेशन को इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. उसके बाद आप इसका साइज़ बता रहे हो कि ह्यूज है, मैसिव है और ब्रॉड है, थिन है. सो सच टाइप ऑफ वोकैबुलरी वर्ड्स यू शुड हैव. प्रपोजिशन का अप्रोप्रिएट आपको पता होना चाहिए कि कैसे इसको यूज़ करना है, और उसके अपीयरेंस के बारे में बताना है. तो इट्स ह्यूज बिल्डिंग, ओपन एरिया है और इस तरह के वोकैबुलरी वर्ड्स. ब्यूटीफुल प्लेस है और मॉडर्न है. सो उसके पूरे इंटीरियर को और एक्सटीरियर को भी आप परफेक्टली, हाई राइज अपार्टमेंट्स हैं, इस तरह के वोकैबुलरी वर्ड्स यूज़ करके आपने कंस्ट्रक्ट करना अपने आंसर को परफेक्टली. पार्ट 2 पे मैं सेपरेटली भी एक वीडियो अपलोड करूँगी जिसमें हम प्रॉपरली इसी को डिस्कस करेंगे कि अगर इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस हों जिसमें प्लेस को, पर्सन को या पास्ट इवेंट को डिस्क्राइब करना है तो क्या क्या स्टेप्स को फॉलो करना है और किस तरीके से लैंग्वेज को डेवलप करना है.
Okay, so we've been talking about a hotel
Yes.
that you stayed in Thailand, a lovely hotel, and I'd like to discuss with you one or two more general questions related to this. Okay. So let's think about staying in hotels in general. You talked about hygiene being very important.
Yes.
What other things are very important, do you think, when choosing a hotel?
I think, as most people would say, I would say the price is also important because I must I must spend a lot of money to get there. For example, the flight cost or things like that. And also I have a budget normally. So yeah, the price is also important, and the location is really also important for me. And because after traveling around this town, I get really tired. I get easily tired after walking like 1 hour. So I want to get to the hotel as soon as possible. So I want my hotel to be in the city
Right
center.
in the centre.
Yeah.
So why do you think
पार्ट 1 भी हो जाता है, पार्ट 2 भी किसी तरीके से हम क्रैक कर लेते हैं. पार्ट 3 में आके बहुत ज़्यादा इश्यूज होते हैं. उसमें ये होता है क्योंकि आपको सजेशंस देनी है, ओपिनियंस देने हैं. यू हैव टू इवेल्युएट 2 डिफरेंट थिंग्स और 2 डिफरेंट ओपिनियंस. यू हैव टू agree on something or disagree, talking about advantages, disadvantages, priorities and lots of other things you need to talk about. So how to crack this part? I will also upload a separate video, but right now we will see in the video that what we can do with such type of questions in part 3.
you mentioned that price, wanting it to be quite cheap is important. Do you think that spending lots of money on a luxury hotel is a waste of money?
I think it depends on the people, and it depends on people because for some people they can't really afford this luxurious hotel, but in this case they it's a waste of money. But for some people, they can afford it, then we can't say, oh, it's a waste of money, you shouldn't do it, because it's their choice, and they earn this money to spend what they want to, where they want to. So, yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about working in a hotel. Do you think hotel work is a good career?
Hotel work. I'm not sure. I have never thought about working in the hotel, actually.
Perhaps being a hotel manager. Do you think that would be a good career for life?
Yes. I think every work, there's no work that is useless. So it's a service area. So they can.
So as I mentioned earlier कि क्वेश्चन ज़्यादातर अग्री डिसअग्री के रहेंगे, तो ये क्वेश्चन भी इसी तरीके से है कि डू यू थिंक होटल वर्क इज़ अ गुड करियर. सो एग्जामिनर ये पूछना यू अग्री और डिसअग्री, सो हाउ यू कैन कंस्ट्रक्ट योर आंसर. सिंपली बताना है कि आप अग्री हो इस बात से कि ये अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है या क्या है, किस तरीके से. यू कैन सिंपली स्टार्ट योर आंसर लाइक यस इट्स अ ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर एनीवन टू स्टार्ट योर करियर ग्रोथ, एंड देन यू कैन ऐड मोर एग्जांपल्स और आइडियाज, एंड देन एग्जामिनर डेफिनेटली आस्क यू मोर क्वेश्चंस एंड अबाउट दिस, दैट हाउ मच यू अग्री और डिसअग्री ऑन दिस पॉइंट.
Big hotel or in a small hotel? Do you think it would be more difficult working in a small hotel, perhaps?
I would say in working in a small hotel is easier, because there will be less customers, and also the from the point of from the perspective of the cleaners, and the amount of
The amount of work.
yes. work will be reduced. But if you think about it, because there are less people and the hotel is small, so maybe one person has to manage different kind of jobs there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
That
you.
is the end of the speaking test.
As I have already mentioned earlier that reasons और comparisons के questions रहेंगे कि why other things are important and why such type of questions रहेंगे, तो आपके पास lots of phrases and sentences रहने चाहिए कि when you are talking about the reasons, when you are talking about the comparisons, तो कौन से phrases and sentences use करने चाहिए. You can express like certainly, certainly not, absolutely not. Or if you are introducing your opinion, I believe that, I think that, I don't believe that, I really think that, I strongly believe that. For example, the question, do you think that vegetables are an important part of a diet? So you can say, sure, I think that, and then you can elaborate your answer that it's give lots of vitamins and it's really important for our diet plan. Part 3 के लिए बहुत important है कि आपको पता होना चाहिए sentence को कैसे construct करना और आइडियाज़ को और ओपिनियंस को किस तरीके से एक्सप्रेस करना. दैट्स रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. फॉर एग्जांपल इफ़ यू आर सपोर्टिंग योर ओपिनियन दैट यू कैन ऐड इट्स रियली गुड फॉर एंड देन एलैबोरेट इट इज़ रियली एसेंशियल, इट इज़ वेरी वाइटल. So you must know these types of phrases or sentences in order to construct your answers in part 3. So this is the end of the video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Do like, share and comment as well. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. And take care. Allah Hafiz.